jewellers and silversmiths. And I notice I've just literally been flicking through. You've got even down to gemstone hardnesses as well, and Mo scales.
Yeah.
So that's really handy
I found it
to have.
Found it interesting to do match at the Mo scale, which is the hardness of stones, and mixed it with metals.
Yeah.
As well. So you've got, say, pure gold would be a Mo scale of maybe 2.5. So it's as soft as your nail on your finger. It's 2.5. So,
really?
So when you're putting things in the box, you know, like emeralds putting in a box are quite soft. Then you might put a diamond in the box, in your jewellery box, so that diamond is going to scratch.
Of course.
So this book is even for non-jewellery people almost.
Yeah.
The person that owns jewellery to know that basically in their box they should keep them separate.
Of course. Yeah, and they do scratch, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean, I had a tanzanite ring which I bought from our sister channel, and unfortunately scratched the surface of it because I wasn't looking after it in the right way. Yeah, even down to here, our finishing methods. Oh, gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. Let me turn around and you can see it that way. Satin finishing.
Yeah.
So you can. It's not just about polishing; it's about texturing. What's this? Oh,
those are they're the Cray twins. It's
That's unbelievable.
Part of the collection for Theo would have been Heroes and Villains, they're called.
Yeah.
And so these are the Crays. So to some people, you know, these are villains, and other people they're heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's quite funny actually, because they're all based in Kent, the Crays. You know, they're now retired, and obviously those ones have gone. And so that last picture was very interesting. That was that one there. I actually polished that one, and that's to the table, and it's all various pieces that have been photographed, and I had to make this one very satin finish. But those two pieces I didn't have at the same time, so I did one, and then 3 months apart they said, "Can you do the salt?" And so I had to remember. So you have to be consistent on your finishes.
Aha, so, yeah, because otherwise it wouldn't. It would show, wouldn't it?
It would show, definitely show. So.
Amazing.
And these are on the front of that book is actually my hands, and it was quite amazing that basically my hands were dirty, and it was very unusual for anybody to sort of see a person's hands actually getting dirty, but I wanted it because it was more realistic.
Yes, well, you don't imagine somebody that's you know, a master polisher or finisher to actually have pristine hands.
No, definitely not. So my hands are not bad now. I'm sort of semi-retired. So there you go.
Look.
So,
yeah, all sparkly and clean.
All sparkly and clean.
As you said, this was part of a series. So hopefully, Stephen.
Hopefully, get some of my other ones.
That would be quite. That would be quite.
I've got my friend. I'm actually going to go and work with in Glasgow, and he's Scott McIntyre. He's a vanilla ink, and he's a stone setter, and it's one of the next ones in the books. And I'm going to meet him in April actually. So that would be nice to do that one with him. We'd be able to have a selfie and. To be a great book. He's a great character, and then we've got the wax carving, which is a really important.
Ooh,
the wax carving.
Yeah.
And there's two people on that one, there's Russell and Daniela, and they worked on the book together, and they were writing their one as I write mine, but mine took me 18 months to write. So I was working during the day at Theo Fennell up till midnight. And basically, I'll go to work at 6, and then I'll be exhausted. But then because I've written and it's like part of me, I would feel drained, and I actually couldn't sleep. The adrenaline was pumping, telling all these things. Because at the beginning, you really don't know whether you can write a book, and so you have to give them 10,000 words. But then suddenly they said to me, "You've only got 25,000 in your book." I wrote 28,000. The value, and they only gave me a limit of pictures of 100.
Yes.
And I got 100. There's loads, isn't there? There's loads of too many pictures.
Yeah. But I actually like that though, because I'm one of those people. If it is just writing, I lose concentration quite quickly. So to actually illustrate it, I think, is really important. It's beautiful, Stephen. It really, really is. And I know that our viewers are going to love it as well. So if ever you've had any questions, and you are very kindly going to sort of talk us through the Dremel tool as well.
Yeah.
So this is something that you can use. In fact, let's bring the tools that was pictured inside. Well done, everybody that's managed to get hold of Stephen's book, particularly the 50 of you that get a signed copy of. So these are perfect to go alongside the Dremel that we launched earlier on this morning.
Yeah.
So you get 7 tools. Would you mind talking us through these tools?
Yeah. So those brushes, there's the black bristle, say the black bristle brush. Now, that is for cutting in. That's going to do all your work around the nooks and crannies. You've got like pattern, beads to get around. This will get in. This is your first stage for you.
Okay.
So it's a lovely brush, one of my favourites. But I see you holding the end brush. That, you see the end brush, that one there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a goat hair brush. The other one's mostly made out of badger. But don't worry, no animals were killed. They all went to the barbers and they actually had them trimmed off. But that one there, that end brush, is for the holes where where you're setting, your stone goes in.
Yes.
I like the shiny hole. So basically, when it goes in, when the stone goes in, the reflection of the metal goes through the stone
itself. Yeah.
So it gives you a bit extra shine. So it's very, very good. It's one of my favourites. I like those in all the stages, really. The black bristle ones, and that's the soft one. That's the soft one just to give you a quick shine.
So can we use this, like, say, for example, if my if I've noticed my jewellery was looking a little bit tired and whatnot, can I use this then to brighten it up?
Yes. Specifically, the really good one I tried yesterday, actually on mine, my wedding, I don't know if you can get that, but the wedding ring, I polished that yesterday with those tools. That's no word of a lie. I polished my own wedding band, and I've been married nearly 50 years. So I basically just got it, and I tried it with the soft one, the soft felt.
The felt. This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
This is cute.
Yeah, it's really
Never
feels
thought I'd
lovely.
describe a brush quite like that, but it is, isn't it?
Yeah, and it does the work. There's a firmer one. See the other felt?
That one.
Next,
this one.
That one. That's it. Now that's the one that you would do if you've already had it polished and you just want to get a scratch out, like with my wedding band. I wanted to get the scratches out. I'd use that one first, then use that one after.
Okay.
And you're done.
So yeah, so you generally go for the stiffer brush first and then the softer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Oh, no. That's is that the nylon one? Is it? No, that's...
No, this is the nylon.
Oh, I know what that one is. That one's the goat hair.
Okay.
The cream-coloured one's the goat hair, and the other one's more nylon, and it's more stiffer.
Yeah.
And what I like to do when I'm working is I keep my tools dedicated for the colour of gold. So I would use maybe the cream-coloured one on the yellow, and then the whiter coloured one maybe on the silver.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely keep them separate, because basically what happens is that you contaminate the colour. So if you're polishing a lot of silver, then you go on to the yellow, you'll contaminate it and you'll make the yellow go light. And there's no way of getting out of that one. You actually can't put it in an ultrasonic and get rid of it. It's not going to happen. It's got to happen at the beginning. So plan it. So it's a good idea to keep dedicated, so ideally.
And obviously you don't want to cross-contaminate your precious metals, do you?
No, definitely not. Because you've got to chuck those, eventually you'll chuck them in the sweep and you'll get your money back.
Yeah.
It clings to the tools and you can recycle.
So maybe if you do work across the different metals, maybe have a set.
2 batches.
Two different batches, yeah.
Definitely.
Now, we only have 100 of these brushes. They will fit into the Dremel tool.
Yeah, Dremel.
Already lots of you getting involved. Do you know, I want to get hold of these because I've got jewellery that is in desperate need of a little bit of a spruce up.
Yeah. Honestly, just yesterday it was like, oh, I'll have a play,
Yeah.
actually. So
Would you mind just showing how
Yeah.
how we?
have you got?
Yeah, I can pass these over to you. £9.99. Gosh, that surprised me. That's for all. Oops, Daisy. All 7. Sorry, didn't mean to throw them at you.
You know,
Stephen.
no problem. Actually, it's really interesting. When I do some of my because I do a lot of master classes, and
Yeah.
for this batch, if I was to do a master class, they would charge you £25 for this little lot of tools, and I think it's criminal actually, but that's the way it is. But normally these are very sort of robust, and what I'm going to show you, I'm just going to give you a quick show. Let's put this on. So it's basically like a drill. So we can get that in.
Fiddly, fiddly.
Fiddly, fiddly. I need to
Yeah.
get that. Right, get it in first. Let's be better. Right, there you go. It's the first time I've ever met this tool.
Oh, it's quite new actually.
Is it?
So, and you've got Claire's little bobble there. So,
Let's see. Clicked.
Clicked.
That's brilliant.
Great.
I'm brilliant. Right, I'll just
the
give you a...
brushes have almost sold out, by the way, but you can.
What has? The
brushes.
The brushes?
Yeah.
Already? I'm gonna amaze you, right? I'm just going to give you something.
Yeah, I can come to you.
Sorry, just the Dremel pedal,
Want me to
because I'm a
slide-
little bit short.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
How's
You
that?
can kneel down before me. Yes, great. So, right, there's my ring. So this is my compound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So already you can see how much it shines just by
Yeah.
using this one, just one. And I have a job really keeping the speed up. You know, I need to be polishing quite a fast speed, 3,000. So, right, it's gotten loose again. Okay.
No probs. Tighten it up. No worries.
Tighten it up.
Well, this is one of the new Dremels that we've just launched, actually, that's got the foot pedal on there.
There we go.
The brushes
Right.
are on the verge of selling out. Look at that. It's like a brand new ring.
Honestly, most people say to me, it wasn't like that when I bought it.
I want to buy these for just to do
Just
my
quick,
jewellery.
just quick. I mean, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
And that's just that tool. Just that one. I mean, if you was to use this one afterwards, this would like be, it's indescribable. It's like just so lovely. This one here is really, really nice.
Is that the fluffy one?
The fluffy one.
Can you do that over? I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I
not
can,
from
yeah.
like, can you do it over stones? Certain stones.
Yeah, stones is fine because basically, with your Mohs scale, you know, silver is about 3.
Okay.
So most stones are above that.
Yeah. So you're all right, really.
Yeah.
To actually sort of polish. That means like if you've got any diamond jewellery, if you've got any rubies, emeralds, sapphires, tanzanites, you can give them a polish as well.
Yeah. Easy.
I reckon our sister channel is probably glued to the screens right now, Stephen, watching you do this.
I hope so.
Because even if without being a jewellery maker or a silversmith or a goldsmith, as we've been saying, if you love jewellery, I can see the use in these brushes.
Definitely.
Because you want it to always look its best, don't you?
Oh.
You have to pay per item to get it cleaned and polished.
That's it, we're in. Right. I'm just going to give you a quick.
Yeah?
So this is the same compound. It's a nice compound. This one, they actually degrade these compounds in various numbers. And this one here actually has no cut. And so I can't get a scratch out with these type of compounds. It's because I've done all the work before. Basically, it creates a shine. And so that's even better. Look, if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
See?
You can see the studio.
Nice Dremel. It's very robust. It won't actually feel like it's going to slow down on me.
Oh, wow.
So there you go, look at that.
That literally is brand new.
And that's honestly nearly 50 years old. I've been married since 1975.
Oh.
So, yeah, not many people
lovely.
say that. So, yeah. So this one here, this brush here is the goat hair one. And I was saying about no goats have ever been killed for this, so don't worry about that. They mostly shave the goat. And this is one of my most popular brushes in my classes because really it's not going to do any damage.
Yeah.
And it's all about keeping the detail. When you're polishing, you don't want me suddenly to wipe out the design of your ring, you know. And this one would be excellent for when you after you set your stone to go on with that tool there. So just to touch the top of the claw with that, just to give it the extra, because when the setter pushes over with his like mini chisels, I was amazed how much strength you actually need, but they actually scratch the top of the claw. So I use that one there, that little felt, because it's firm. Whereas if you use that one, look, that one would be wandering around the claw and maybe go on a stone. So although it's not going to do any damage, most stones are quite robust, but I would actually definitely find on that claw, you can imagine it, just polishing that one claw. But if you're like, just with pave, you know, the gathering of diamonds with the claws, if you was to go maybe with that one then, the diamonds might drop out.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to rub.
So you want to do it.
You want to be
so
gentle.
Basically you want something gentle, which is the goat hair one.
Okay.
So I use a goat hair brush most of the time on the finished work. This is like this tool. I actually really love them. How can a polisher be in love with a tool? But I am. And basically it's so soft, it does not get any metal worn away. And it's most important in our game not to actually ruin the ring and make the stones drop out 5 minutes after you put it on. So when we do a good test, once we've polished, we put them in an ultrasonic. So you put it in ultrasonic, definitely, if it's basically going to be worn out, the stones will drop out.
Okay.
So we would never go out. You know, I'd prefer the stones to drop out on me.
Of course, yeah,
rather than the client. So, yeah. So this one here is really lovely. But if you want to get some work done, that's the one you need to do. Use this one first. It's a bit more stiffer. And what's quite good is, say, it's a bit hard to explain, but say I've got lines on my ring, and I would go first, I'd polish down that line like that. I'd go in to each line, and then I would do that. Then I would go over the top with that, and I'd go boop, boop, boop. And I then would do maybe a texture. So I would take one out, do that, and I might put some pumice powder on that one, just normal pumice powder, like, you know, you can use even the kitchen one, what you clean your sink with or something like that, you know, like anything. And you just rub it over and create this like different finish on a line.
Well, talking about finishes, I've just literally I'm on finishing methods actually in your book. And it's talking about oxidising.
Yes.
And I know that's something that our lovely viewers do. You know, if you do wire work, if you do, you know, gemstone setting, metal sheet work, a lot of our viewers actually do as well. So oxidising. So can this, can the Dremel and the brushes and everything, and obviously your book, help with educating us on how we oxidise?
100%. I noticed on that, where you've got that butterfly on there, and that's actually metal clay. You know the clay?
Oh, with silver clay, yeah.
Yeah, the silver clay,
yeah.
That's actually created by one of one of my friends, Carol, and it's massive, that is, and she's Carol Douglas, and she's like amazing at doing these creations. But with that sort of clay thing, you don't want to be doing too much, and I find that basically oxidising really does help.
Yeah.
Bring out the detail.
I agree, yeah. It creates a contrast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a few messages for you here, Stephen, saying, I have this book and it revolutionised my polishing project. This is fantastic to see the man himself in action now. Oh, isn't that lovely? We've also got a message coming through from Sonia. Stephen, you are so charming and interesting. I'm absolutely transfixed by you and learning a lot, loving the show.
Oh, great. Hello, Sonia.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to see more of you. And keep those messages coming through as well. A beautiful book that is, you know, I don't want people to think that this is going to be something that only benefits those people that do your metal work, because you can pick up techniques throughout the entire book.
Oh, I had the other day, it was an antique dealer. They contacted me and they said to me, how on earth do you use that oxidising solution? Because I use it online quite a lot on my Instagram feed. And how did you do that? Well, basically, no other sort of oxidising solution does this trick. It's consistent, and I show you in the book how to do this. And it's basically, they tell you to use it neat, you know, and it's like a one-time only. So you use it and basically you could chuck the bottle away. But it's not really like that. It's when the bottle goes light, then basically you chuck it away, which will be about a year's time. Okay. So it's very, you know, it might be a good thing for you, but it's a bit smelly.
Yeah, it is a bit
smelly. All of these things are a bit sulphur smelling, rotten eggs.
Yeah.
And
we've had that smell in the studio
a
few times, yeah. Yeah. Also, you can do it with boiled eggs, can't you?
Yeah, boiled eggs. There was quite a funny one. It was I was using this oxidising solution, which wasn't that one, and it comes from Switzerland, and it was on the shelf, and I was fiddling with the shelf, and the bottle smashed on the floor.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then this was at Theo Fennell. And the smell went down the hoist.
Oh, no.
It went into the showroom. It went into the strong room. It just like, but it wasn't bad eggs. It was ether. The smell was ether. So it was not too bad. But I had to sort of apologise to everybody in the building.
Yeah.
So, but it is funny. What the trick that you would do would you would actually heat up your work. And the way you would actually, you'd wear it off with perhaps something like this felt. See that felt? You'd wear it off on the detail, because I'm sort of like more like an artist polisher. So I'd look at the Cray twins ring, and I would say, well, where do I want it worn out? So I'd wear it on the nose, you know, maybe the ears, no chin, that sort of thing. Just give it a bit of define. And then when I'm happy, I wash it in hot water, but never put it in the ultrasonic. Never put your oxidising in an ultrasonic, because what happens is that basically it'll make everything go black, and you don't want to do that. So you leave it with, then you coat it with the wax. There's a wax which antique dealers use and V&A use, and we rub it and it preserves that colour forever.
Right. Oh, okay.
And another thing, if you want to talk about oxidising, is that when you put it into a cabinet and you've got something oxidised, make sure you don't put it into with other things that are not oxidised.
Because it will oxidise them?
Oxidise them as well.
Oh, okay.
I was doing a job and I put it in an overnight safe with all the other work, and in the morning everything was oxidised. Everything was black.
Oh.
So that's quite interesting.
That's a learning curve, isn't it?
It's a learning curve, yeah. Learning curve. Do you know about barrel polishers? Do you sell barrel polishers on here yet?
Hopefully soon, I hear someone shout.
I hope so, because I know quite a lot about barrel polishing.
Ah, well, that's a good excuse to have you back then.
Oh, yeah. They all love it. So I can see that my book's going well.
It is. The book's absolutely flown out. The toolkit, the actual, how many's limited? There's 22 left of your book, but we're, as always, way over allocated. People have it in their basket. Yeah, so some of you will be missing out. Don't leave that to chance. USA, UK, all around the world.
Do you do it Australia as well?
Yes, yeah.
Because I was actually asked the other day on my Instagram, oh no, it's a different time zone, and how can I get one, you know? And I went, well, I'm sure they actually send to Australia.
Yes.
So
we've got Australian viewers. Yes, yeah.
So they can see it on YouTube and
sure.
everything.
Yeah, we upload every show onto YouTube too.
I
do think it'll probably sell out before then, though.
I know.
Which is a shame.
You know, this book, I was actually really surprised. I wrote it and then it got released maybe 6 months after it was released. I wrote it in the end of June and it came out in January, and I went, why did you do that? Why didn't we have a Christmas? Why wasn't it released at Christmas? And they just ignore what I say. Anyway, it went in 2 weeks. So
there we go.
So that was it. So I didn't care anyway.
Yeah.
But honestly, it sold out, and then it had to wait till March. Then we had to wait again for another 3 months, just because it kept selling out. And now, 3 years later, America has become interested.
Oh, yes.
And they want me to do a tour, and I've actually been asked to go to Miami to do a tour. So it all depends on my other half, whether she's ever going to let me go.
I can recommend Miami. It's lovely, yeah.
They wanted me to do the symposium.
Oh, wow.
You know, that symposium where you're actually part of a big book.
Yeah,
and you have to go and speak to everybody. But I was told it's not going to be promoting my book. It was about actually the knowledge. That's what it's all about.
Right, okay.
And, well, they say that I'm actually perhaps the best. So I don't really like to say the world. But I can actually, it's been proven.
Well, I'll say it then.
Yeah.
I'll say it
It's
then.
been proven.
Best in the world.
It's been proven by the University of Dundee that I actually can create the ultimate reflection, which is 0.1 off a mirror.
That's amazing.
There's nobody else can do that.
That's amazing.
It's been measured
it really is.
by a part of the university project.
We've got a competition running too.
Yeah, I've heard.
Which you're going to sign the book.
Yeah.
Apparently, in this giveaway. Now, this is what you're going to be winning. So, Stephen's book.
That's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. Hammers, you've got flux in there, argentium, you've got gemstones, you've got cabochons, you've got loads of amazing calibrated stones, you've got some of your saws and wires. It's a big giveaway deal. The winner is, and here is the piece of jewellery that you entered in, so if you recognise it.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
Anita Kelly. You are our winner, Anita.
Congratulations, Anita.
Yes.
Well done. That's lovely, isn't it?
Isn't that lovely?
That's really sort of the way I like to work as well, with the different colours. It doesn't have to be all like silver and everything. I love the way you've done that dark colour on the back. It's just sort of, and then even the two wings is separate.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Oh, bless your heart. Anita, we need you to do a favour.
Congratulations.
Well done, you lovely. Well done. We need a favour off you, though, if you're watching right now. We need you to message the studio so that we know... sorry, on the Facebook. Message the Facebook social media team so we can get your details so we know where to send it to. Well done. Well done.
Make sure you do a selfie with the book, please.
Yes.
So,
and then tag you.
Tag me.
Are you on social media?
Yeah, I am. I'm on Instagram as Gold Polisher. That's with the 11,000 followers. So if you want to, I'm full of tips. And then I'm on Facebook, Gold Polishing Guru.
We'll definitely give you a follow then as well.
Give me a tag, and then it'd be nice because all these books have gone all over the world. So I basically had, like, you know, pictures in Australia holding the book in a famous landmark. So there you go. Look.
Yeah, there we go, in the Jewellery Maker Studios.
Yay.
Straight away. Stephen, you're a delight.
Good.
Thank you so much for joining me in the studio.
Thank you very much.
And introducing your book, signing all those copies. I bet we kept you busy.
Yeah.
I really do hope to see you again soon.
Hope so, yeah.
Oh, isn't he wonderful?
I've never had enough time to tell all my stories.
I know.
How come we've run out so quick?
I know. Honestly, time is always an issue. Well, next time, hopefully 5 hours.
Yeah.
Nice, wouldn't it?
I'd have my own show.
Yes, that's it. I'll have a day off. You can stay.
Just
that's
crack
all
on.
good. That's all good. Stephen Goldsmith,
thank you very much.
The Gold Guru. Oh, my goodness. Isn't he amazing? Well done to all of you, and in particular to Anita on your prize. Well done, well done, well done. We've still got so much more to bring you between now and 1 o'clock, of course. Don't go anywhere. Multicoloured gemstones, and my absolute numero uno favourite gemstone in the world, Zavarite garnet, which I learned a lot about whilst I was over in Tucson in terms of the price per carat of that gemstone. Believe me, it's astronomical in most jewellery houses. So join me after this.